I get this question a lot. Do affirmations actually work? And I think the real question is to ask yourself, what do you actually need right now? And for me personally, affirmations came to me at a time when I really needed to get out of my own way. I was just looping in these negative self-talk cycles and kind of overthinking what I was doing. And I just needed to start moving forward. And affirmations were a way for me to just get that little nudge to start thinking in a new way and to start shifting from the negative to the positive. So, what I did unknowingly actually is start drawing affirmations. I didn't write the I am statements at the time, but I was drawing these images without the statement of like myself moving forward. And I was giving myself like I didn't have the statements yet, but I was giving myself a way to imagine the future. Like imagine me taking the actions that I wanted, like jumping off that cliff and, starting my artwork because this all came to me when I was trying to get back into my personal illustration. So all of these drawings were a way for me to almost like self-soothing or self-coaching. And then after I had so many of them and I realized, oh my gosh, this is an affirmation deck, it just became so cool when I put the I am statements with the drawings because it's a way to just place yourself in that version of you that you want right away. So I am showing up most days. I made that affirmation when I was trying to kind of like, give myself a little love and encouragement and be like, Leanne, it's okay if you don't draw every day. You're showing up most days and that's enough and that's great. And you're still going to make progress if you show up most days. I'm sitting still to let everything move. This was me kind of like thinking about like, oh, do I always have to be so busy? Can I take a moment to just be still and like do a little meditation and see what comes up for me when I kind of pause the rush? So affirmations, if you're asking yourself that question, will these work for me or do affirmations work? I think the real question is like, what are you struggling with right now? Or what are you looking to achieve in your life? What goals do you have? What are you working on? And then the answer to that question, you can find, an affirmation deck that's specific to that category of desire. So there's affirmation decks for self-care, there's affirmation decks for money, there's affirmation decks for health. Or you can get like this is a more general affirmation deck that you could apply to relationships or career or anything that you're working on, manifestation and manifesting anything. So do affirmations work? Yes, they work if you need them. And some people don't need affirmations. They don't need to shift their mindset. They're good. And I'll do art markets and people will come to my booth and I can tell like this isn't going to be for them. Like this isn't their thing and that's okay. But if you are looking to change your mindset, if you're looking to wake up in the morning and have a tool that can instantly like get you into that positive thinking mode and instantly after you read it just kind of lift you up, give you that little boost. That's what affirmations can do. You can read the affirmation to yourself and kind of just let it seep into your subconscious and be like, yes, okay, like this is how I'm starting my day. This is how I want to feel. This is how I am feeling. That's why it's in the positive. So a lot of these statements, I'm pausing to restore to I'm pausing to restore so that I can do more. Um, I am becoming new. every day. I am on an upward trajectory. Like it's so cool to pull one of these cards and be like, yeah, I am on an upward trajectory, with my health goals, with my work goals, with my relationship goals. And you'll look at this image and be like, okay, yeah, like I started and things went up and down, but look, like overall, I'm getting there. I am achieving what I desire. So, yeah, think about what are you trying to do right now? Are you trying to change? Are you working on yourself? Are you trying to manifest something really big? Like for me, I don't have the Endless Soul Money deck here right now, but I have another deck that's all about money. And that one, I made all those affirmations because I needed a way to give myself that assurance and that belief and that encouragement that yes, I could scale and grow my business. So that deck, the Endless Soul Money deck, it's all about money and business because that's what I needed to give myself in that time. And I still go to that deck because I'm still working on manifesting this to be a big business, to be Epic Bones, to be a big business. So when you have bigger manifestations like that you're working on, affirmations are a great way to stay in it and to just keep showing up and stay motivated because it's going to take a longer amount of time if it's a really big change in your life. So the smaller changes, maybe you don't need a deck for, but the bigger changes, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a while for those to show up for you. And the only way you're going to manifest them is if you're able to hold that frequency, that those positive thinking vibes, because that's what's going to allow you to show up differently. And if you're showing up the same, you're going to get the same results. So if you want something new, you have to start showing up differently. You just have to. You have to become the person, the type of person that already has that thing. So a great example is me getting on and doing this YouTube video and sharing with you. Like I am the one that shares my thoughts and how I think about affirmations. And, that's someone who has a point of view, that's somebody who has deep belief in something. And I'm energetically putting that out to you, putting that out to the universe and standing by my product. So, for those of you who don't know, the Gently Rising deck is a deck of 52 cards, and they're all affirmations, which is so cool. So, they're illustrated on the front, illustrated affirmations. I'm finding inner peace at last. And then what's really cool, I don't know if you can see this, there's journal prompts on the back. The journal prompts are linked to the affirmation on the front. So I am making decisions knowing that all paths lead to my destiny. The back says, how can I follow my intuition? So these are so cool because you can journal about the affirmations. So not only do you get that really positive statement where you can pull a card in the morning while you're like sipping your tea or coffee and you're like, yeah, okay. But then you can journal about what's coming up for you as you say that to yourself. And some of them are really challenging. Like I'm empathizing with my fear. What are my feelings trying to tell me? Like sometimes you'll pull one of these cards and you don't really want to hear it, but you're like, oof, that's actually a message from the universe. I'm reinforcing the behaviors that serve me. What can I repeat to build the life that I want? These are all super specific. That one's upside down. They're really different affirmations in this deck, the Gently Rising deck, because they're so specific, but yet they apply to so many different goals. So it's a really cool deck if you're looking to start something new, if you're looking to get that positive thinking, possibility thinking mindset. This is definitely the deck. So the Gently Rising deck by Epic Bones. If you're interested in the little caption thing in YouTube, you can check it out. But that's what I think about affirmations. Do they work? Yes, if you need them. You know, if you don't need to think positively, if you don't need to change your mindset, if you're not working on any goals, if you don't want to change or don't need to change or achieve anything, then no, affirmations are not for you and they will not work for you because affirmations are only for people who are doing personal development work and who are working on themselves and looking to like go inward and shift what's inside of them and just like slowly morph and change and just like reconnect to their higher self and just constantly be expanding and improving and changing and growing and morphing and it's like it's a metamorphosis that never ends. So people who want that, yes, oh my gosh, affirmations are so great for change within yourself, for that self-help, self-improvement type of person. And that's me through and through. I'm always looking to get better, whether it's just like personality traits that I'm working on or whether it's big goals in my life, like my business. I'm always looking to get better, and not in like a hustly way, you know, like that's why my deck is called Gently Rising, in a like a very soft way, in a very like gradual way. It doesn't have to be rushed. So that's what I think about affirmations. I just love them. I will pull a card every morning and really let that affirmation sit and let it just like become a part of me that day and be like, okay, this is my message for the day. And many of you know I love journaling, so I will journal up a storm about the prompt on the back. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think about affirmations. Do you use them? How do you use them? And how are they working for you?